Girls, welcome back to my channel. This is Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. So today I want to talk about my absolute top tippity top favorite summer launches. And y'all, I'm wearing almost everything on my face, and I am going to apologize now. I was on Instagram Live doing my makeup, and like halfway through I was like, I should be recording this. So sorry I did not record this look. If y'all like it enough, maybe I'll do the same look in like another video, but I will be showing you all of the products, and every product on my face I am going to talk about today. So stay tuned for all of that. Yes, that's right, girl in the background. She's having the time of her life in her bouncer. So thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. And if you are new, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girls squad. And let's just get right into this video. So I want to start off in order of what I put on my face. So first, Lila B. If you know me, you know I love the Lila B Aglow Face Mist. It is my ride or die face mist. And she is like the dewiest of the dewiest of the dewiest. So the brand reached out to me and said, hey, we're coming out with a new product and we want to send it to you. And I was like, I can't wait to try it. So they came out with the new Lila B Aglow Priming Face Oil in a golden shade. So let me get the original one. So here's the new one, here's the original one. So the original one is just a clear looking priming face oil. I love it like if it's been like hours since I've done my skincare, and I'm like, I want to kind of zhuzh up my face, give it a little bit more of a glow, give it a little more of like a moisturized look. I love using that product for that. Sometimes I will also just use it without any makeup, but just to give my face a nice glow. So with the golden shade, I think this one is beautiful. So same benefits as the normal priming oil, but we have this glow factor to it. And when put on the face, oh, it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. So I'm hoping you can see the shift of glow. There's no shimmer particles in this particular product. And it just leaves the face looking so healthy, so glowy, so summery, and definitely feeling moisturized. There is lavender oil in this particular product, and it's also in the original formula. So if that's, a product that's going to bother your skin, then beware for it. It doesn't irritate my skin at all, and I used that today because it had been a while since I had done my skincare this morning. So love the way that this looks. This actually just released, I want to say last week. So it is on the Lila B website. It's coming to Sephora soon. I'm not sure when it's going to come to Sephora, but I have both of the links down in the D box, so you can shop either Lila B now or you can wait until it gets to Sephora. But love. And I know that just came out, but I already loved this. So like a golden version, I already know I was gonna love it. Okay, I put on a foundation, and I have been standing the new YSL New Bare Look Skin Tint. So I did a full review on this, so I'll link that for you. In that video, I had the shade New 12, and that one was too light. So I am currently wearing shade New 15, and this one looks so much better. So I love the way it complements my skin. Yes, I'm getting my mirror so I can look at myself while I talk to you all. That sounds so facetious, but I don't mean it that way. But I'm loving the way it looks, and I feel like it complements my complexion very well. This is a beautiful shade that I think I can still also wear this when the winter comes, because I didn't get too much of a tan this summer, so I can definitely still wear this. But loving just how perfected my skin looks with it. It's light enough to be worn and use it as a skin tint, but it's got coverage enough to where you could wear it as like a nice light to medium type of foundation. And every time I wear this, I feel like my skin just looks flawless. Like I can't describe how good I feel my skin looks with the skin tint. And what was I like? Oh, I love the glow from it. So it definitely does give off more of a radiance and a little bit of dew, but nothing overbearing that I feel you only have dry skin, you're gonna only be able to enjoy it. I have more normal skin, and yes, I do love a good glow, but I think this one is a really nice happy medium with the glow and the radiance. So when I travel, like I've gone out of town a couple of times since I bought this, and this has come with me every time. For concealer, I didn't go with the concealer that came out this summer, I just stuck with a tried and true one that I love absolutely. Cashapp the Revealer Concealer. I wore this in the shade 07. So I've been loving that one for a very long time. For powder, that one is also not a new one, but it's new to me. So I recently picked up the Pat McGrath. This is the Skin Fetish Loose Powder in the shade Medium 2. And I use that to powder my T-zone. And I think it looks really, really nice. Now, what did come out, I don't think this one came out necessarily in the summer, but like, it came out like on the verge of spring, summer. The Cashapp Cloud Setting Powder. I mean, we're just not even gonna spend a lot of time on this. I'm just gonna show it to you really quick. I have the shade Pillowy. I've been standing this powder ever since I've gotten it, and I still love her. I wanted to try the Pat McGrath powder because I was watching Pat McGrath's live recently, and if you've ever watched her lives, you know she makes you buy everything from her lives because they hype it up so much. But this Cashapp powder though, real quick, I did a whole review on this, so I'll link that for you, but blurs my face, blurs my pores, makes my skin look so perfected and smooth, and that's why I love it. Okay. Bronzer. The bronzer that came out this summer that I have used the most, because there's been a couple that I really do enjoy, but the one I've used the most have been these Say Cream bronzers. So I do have two shades. I have shade Medium Bronze, and then I also have the shade Deep Bronze. Both of them do work for me, and I am currently wearing both today. So I first went in with the lighter shade, and this shade here gives me a nice like light, more of like a subtle bronze. So this is what it looks like swatched on the arm. And so I put that down as the, if I can say, my base bronzer. And then I like to add the deeper bronzer like right in this area, just to add a little bit more depth to my bronze. And so that's when this shade comes into play. And I thought initially that this shade was gonna be too deep for me, but these blend so creamy and so effortlessly. And because they blend so well into the skin, it's okay if it is a little, if I can say, too deep for you, because it really does sink into the skin and blend into the skin. So I love wearing both of them together. That's my favorite way to wear them. And I have worn either one by themselves. It just depends on like what look I want to go for. But today I put on both because that is my favorite way to wear them. Blush. I never did a dedicated review. Woo! Y'all, Siri scared me. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay, this is obviously a really laid back video. Okay, I never did a full review on these, but I'm gonna talk about them now. These Givenchy Prisme Libre blushes. They're so good. They're so good. So I picked up the shades 6. That's actually what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and I did put a little bit too much, so I had to go over my blush with my foundation brush. But what I like about these blushes is that they really do mesh and like mold into the skin. And for them to be a powder product, I was not expecting that from them. So I'm gonna do just some quick swatches so you can see the shades that I have. I highly recommend them. Like, I like these so much, I'm not gonna say I am, but I might go and get the other 3 blushes because they're so, so, so pretty. So the shade that I'm gonna show first is shade 4. So this is what it looks like in the pan. And just a quick, review. What I like about each one of these is that they give you a warmer version of the shade and 2 cooler versions of the shade. So so the top 2 shades right here are going to be the cooler versions of like this color story. And then the bottom shades are the warmer version. So when you tap them into the cap, I like to tap all 4 boxes, you get a nice array of a color. And there's no way that I could actually swatch each one of the colors, but I've mixed them all together and you get this nice, beautiful shade. The powder is really fine. And like I said, when actually put on the cheeks, it really does like mesh into the skin. And it's one of those powder products that doesn't necessarily feel like powder when you apply it to the face. And I love that because I like more shimmer blushes because I don't like powder blushes that look so dry and just kind of cakey on the face. So these I feel like don't look like that, and that's why I love them. So here's the next shade that I have. This is shade 5. This one as a whole is more of like a cooler, it has more of like a cooler shift to it, but once again, the top 2 squares have a cooler version. The bottom 2 squares have a warmer version. We get this beautiful shade right here. And then the shade that's on my cheeks, like I said, is shade 6. And shade 6, I would say, would be probably the warmest of them all. I've watched some videos of all 6 of these, and I think shade 6 is, in general, just more warm in its tone. And that's what shade 6 looks like. So I have really been enjoying these blushes, and the couple of times that I've gone out of town, they have come with me. So on to highlight, I had to go with the NARS Orgasm on the Beach. Oh, y'all have heard me rave about this palette time and time again, and I am still loving it. It comes with technically like 4 blush shades and then like 2 highlighter shades. For me, I like to use these 3 as highlights. I can use this as like a blush bronzer, and then these 2 really I use as a blush. So today I used this one as a highlight because I thought it would complement the blush really well. And I love, this is definitely like one of my favorite products of the year. Hands down, just hands down. I love this face palette. And it is not a necessity, it isn't, but it is something that I love because I love blush and highlighter, and I love like really, I love highlighters that don't have shimmer chunks in them, that just kind of glide onto the skin and just makes the skin glow. And I feel like every shade in here, especially the highlighter shades, look like that. Another highlight that I love for the same exact formula are the new Dior Luminizers. So I did do a review on these as well. So any reviews that I've done, I will try and link them for you so you can watch them. But I have this shade here in Golden Glow. And then I also have this shade in Coral Glow. And same thing, both of these products, the NARS one, and I'll show you all just so you can see them. If you look at the formula of the 2, the formulation is quite similar. So you're not gonna get fallout with the way that these powders are pressed. They kind of have like a gelée type of formulation. And I feel like powders that are formulated like that just glide across the face. So you don't get fallout. You're not really emphasizing the texture that you don't want emphasized because the powders just glide onto the face and really mesh into the skin, and they just look beautiful. They really do. Okay, so I highly recommend both the face palette and the Dior Luminizers because they are stunning. On to eyeshadow. So what am I wearing on my eyes? Number 1, Mother Pat's Artistry Wand. So I use this as my primer today, and you can't see the Artistry Wand, obviously, but the actual eyeshadows on my eyes are also Mother Pat's, and it's Utopian Dream. I can't put this palette down, I really can't. So quick eye look for you all. I have Bronze Desire pretty much almost all over the lid. So from like here on back, then I went in with Blitz Extreme right here in the inner corner. Lower lash line, I have, what is this? Extreme Plum Noir is like right here. And then inner corner is going to be, got my little thing here, Astral Venusian Orchid. That's the inner corner. That's it. And I'm loving this eye. This eye looks like I spent a whole lot of time on it. Or maybe it doesn't. But I'm loving it. This whole palette is just beautiful. I mean, oh, I gotta re-rank my palettes because woo child, we gotta incorporate this one. But I've been loving this one, and I think, I highly recommend all of Pat's Mothership palettes, but if you love color stories like this, you're gonna really enjoy that one. The other eyeshadow palette that came out this summer that, still a favorite, Patrick Ta, Major Dimensions. I raved and raved about this when it came out, and one of you all, every time I show this palette, she has me cracking up because she's like, that's another boring palette, and it is. But it's bomb. Like, it's just, do we need it? No, you probably have all these shades in your other favorite neutral palettes, but the formulation is stunning. I love that we get 2 cream eyeshadows right here that we can use as bases or use them alone. I have done, and it's beautiful. And everything about this palette has just been lovely. Now, another palette that did not come out this summer, but I'm just gonna show it because when I say I can't put it down, ooh, I can't put it down. Y'all already know what it is. You already know what it is. Biba. She ain't come out this summer, but when I say I have been loving on her because I got it this summer, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, moving on. Mascara. So there are 2 mascaras. One didn't come out this summer, but I got it this summer. The other one did come out this summer. So the Il Makiage, this is the Icon High Volume and Intense Curl Mascara. I love this mascara for lengthening my lashes, and it also adds volume too, and that's what I look for in my mascaras. I want to lengthen and volumize all at the same time. If I have to choose one or the other, I'm going for volume. But this one, I love the way that the wand is shaped. It really does help for the hairs of the wand to really grab your hairs and really spray them out so that you can have more volume and more length. And then I also like when you pull the wand out of the tube, you don't get a whole bunch of excess on the wand, so you don't have a lot of clumping issues or transfer issues. I like to use this one on the lower lash line to really separate my lashes and give them length and a little bit of drama and volume down there. And then the one that actually did come out this summer is by Ilia. So this is the Fullest Volumizing Mascara. I love, love, love this one for my top lashes. Now, word to the wise. This mascara is just more wet in its formulation, and I've had this one for a while and it's still very wet. So doesn't bother me, but you know, so I know some people don't like that. The wand is very thick, and you can tell just by looking at the wand, it's gonna give you a lot of volume. This one does allow for a lot of product to come out, so of course you kind of have to wipe the wand on the tube, but when you apply that to your top lashes, the volume you get is real and it's there, and I really enjoy it. So I like to use this one for my top lashes, this one for my bottom lashes. I've used this one for my bottom lashes and it works, but the wand is so thick that it's more messy on the lower lash line, which is why I like to use the other one. We have lip products. So I put this on before I did my makeup, so you all didn't see it, but I want to talk about it. The Westman Atelier lip balms, lip glosses, they are so pretty. So I only have one, and the shade that I got was Nana, and I got it because my Nana passed away last year, and I was like, oh, Nana. I think it was just nice to have like a makeup product named Nana, and I used to call my grandmother Nana. So that is why I got the shade Nana. So this one is really pretty. I like their lip balms because they're very hydrating. This color, although more cool toned, is not overly cool. So when I'm wearing it without any makeup, I think it still looks really nice and complimentary on the lips. And it's very hydrating. So I really like the formulation of it, and like this stays in my purse. I also, of course, have to talk about what's on my lips. So this product also did not come out this summer. Sorry guys, but I have to talk about it. But the Christian Audette lip liners, bae, okay? The long-lasting lip liners I have ever tried, and I'm not juicing that up. I'm not saying it too because I have a discount code with them. They really are the most long-lasting lip liners I've tried. So I recently got the Christian Audette X Gigi Wood collection, and the brand did send it to me. And so I have on the lip liner in wood, and ooh, it is such a beautiful chocolatey, almost like maroon shade, if you will. It's like chocolatey, maroonish brown. So I used that to line my lips, and then I went in with one of my favorite lipsticks ever. It is by Christian Audette, and it is from my bundle. Y'all know I had to talk about this. Come on now. Definitely excited about my bundle release this summer. The lipstick shades have been on the Christian Audette website, but I chose these 3 shades to be in my bundle. I've done a whole video on it. I will link that for you. I do still have a discount code that works across any product on their website. I will also leave that down below. If you want to use it, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can use it. So the shade that I'm wearing today is Hocus Pocus. All right, go ahead. And I love this shade. This is like the most perfect burnt orangish, reddish type of color. And so I mixed the lip liner with the lipstick. And we've got this beautiful fall inspired look here on the lips. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. For my setting spray, I use the Desi Skin. This is the Do Me Over Prep, Set, and Refresh Face Mist. I have really been enjoying this. So it's got a really fine mist. Isn't that beautiful? Feels really nice on this face. It's very refreshing. Doesn't have a fragrance. More, if I could say, more of a clean-based product. And it leaves a nice radiance on the face. It's not overly dewy, so not as dewy and glowy as the Lila Be a Glow Face Mist. I think this is like one of those like nice happy medium types of setting sprays. So I've been really enjoying it, and like I've been reaching for it a lot. I've actually traveled with this one too, and I have concluded I really do like this one. So I sprayed my face today. I think it's also a really good spray to help mesh your powders into your face, so it's really good for that. Then I have to talk about brushes. So the brushes that have stole my heart, 2 sets, same brand. Sonia G Fusion brush set and the Lotus brush set. You guys, I did a video comparing the two, and I've done like a dedicated video on the Fusion brush set. These two brush sets are life. They complement each other well. So the Fusion brush set is going to be inclusive of all face brushes, foundations and concealers, powders, and so forth. The hairs are going to be a natural and synthetic blend, so you can use them for liquid and powder. The brush set is amazing. The Lotus set is going to be composed of natural hairs, or natural and synthetic hairs. We get a couple of face brushes and 3 eye brushes. So together, you get a full face of brushes. Sonia G's brushes are by far the best brushes that I own, like hands down. They are worth every penny. I've been gifted these brushes, but I've also bought my own brushes. And Sonia G herself, a gem, a true gem, a true light. So I love everything about those brushes. I think if you've been looking at them, you've been eyeing them, you're like, I don't really know if they're worth it. I'm telling you, they are worth it. They are so worth it. I reach for those brushes all the time, and they have become staples in my collection. So I had to recognize those because those brushes, bomb. Bomb, okay? Bomb. And then lastly, a couple of fragrances, okay? Number 1, this Fenty fragrance. It smells so good. So leaving the notes on the screen, this, oh, it smells to me, like I said when I first mentioned this, this smells very fresh to me. And then as it settles into the skin, it smells very sexy and seductive, but not too heavy. So what I love about this fragrance is that I've noticed a lot of like more seductive fragrances tend to have like that leather kind of manly fragrance to them or scent to them, and I can handle some of those, but I can't handle a lot of them. It's just it's too much for me. This one though gives me the same feels as those, like literally makes my body temperature rise. I start feeling like, hey Sean, where you at? Okay, but it still is fresh and like more girly, but still gets the job done, if you know what I mean. So I really enjoy this one a lot. I think this one is still out of stock, but it is coming back. So go on the Fenty website, sign up. I know some people don't like it. I love it. The other fragrance, and I've actually had this one for a good couple of months, and I just haven't talked about it on my channel. This one by Tiffany & Company. So I am a huge Tiffany's jewelry fan. So when I saw that they came out with a fragrance, I literally bought it off of just like, I have to have it. It's Tiffany & Company, but I actually really do enjoy it. This one smells really light and fresh. Kind of reminds me of this one by Lancome. They have a similar fragrance. Yeah, kind of in the same family. I think the one by Tiffany's is a bit stronger. The one by Lancome is a bit more lighter in its fragrance, but they're similar to me. Not the same, but like complementary. I'll say that, complementary. And I really have been enjoying it. So I wore this one. I put this one on today. I know y'all can't smell me, but I am wearing this one today. But really love it. And I also just love the aesthetic of it. I mean, it's so pretty. If you look in the back, you can see writing. I think those are the notes. Here we go. Let me read them to you. We've got black currant, blue rose, and then ambrette seed. Those are the notes in the fragrance. So I Oh, I love this one. These two came out this summer, and like, I've loved other ones, but like these two, when I thought like, what fragrances have stood out to me this summer? It's in these. Oh, I forgot one. We have to talk about this one. This one just came out from House of Sillage. Oh, y'all. Okay, so of all three of the whispers of Truth Noir, whispers of Temptation. Of the three, this one is my favorite by far. It would be this one, whispers of Truth Noir, and then Whispers of Temptation. Whispers of Temptation is one of those fragrances that is a little bit too leathery for me. Like, I'm like, oh, I tried. It's just a bit too leathery for me and too smoky. But this one is so fresh and floral. Is that a word? Floral-like. It also has a sweet smell to it, but it's not overly sweet. Like, I really, really, really enjoy it. So of the three that I got this summer that I'm just like, yeah, these are it. Oh, it's one more too. Y'all, I'm so sorry, I'm all over the place. There's one more fragrance that I love, and I don't know where I put it, but it's like a teeny tiny bottle. It's like a deluxe sample, but the Gucci Flora, bang. Like, if I had to rank all four of these, I can't find the Gucci Flora. I know it's in here because I just had it with me. It might be in my purse. I don't know where it is, but if I had to rank all four of them, Gucci Flora, Fenty, Whispers of Enchantment, I think Gucci Flora might be one. Then we're gonna follow second with, oh, I think Fenty's gonna be 2. Then we're gonna do, oh, hold on. I'm gonna get a headache. I think we're gonna do Whispers of Enchantment 3 and then Tiffany 4. That's how I would rank them. But knowing I love them all. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for understanding it being a little bit more laid back. I just, you know, I don't know, I just felt like it just being a little bit more laid back. But I hope that you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. These are the products that I have been loving that have come out in the summer, with a couple little honorable mentions that did not come out this summer, but I've still been loving them. Tell me the products that you have been loving that have come out this summer. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd love for you to think about it. Consider subscribing and liking this video, ringing the notification bell so you can be notified of every single upload that I do have. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.